First, the Republican blame game. Tom DeLay was the House Majority Leader and Chris Shays was a Republican congressman from Connecticut. I want to start with Tom DeLay, who's right with me now. What's going on with the Republican Party? You once had it on the other side of the hill from you, almost 55 or 56 senators. Now you got 40. What happened?
Well, obviously the Republican Party is taking a political bath and has ever since '06 election, and certainly in the last election. We're searching for leaders. We're searching for our principles again, although I don't think we lost our principles. We failed to communicate them. And we need to convince the American people that we still have our principles, and we're going to stand on those principles, because people will gather around and support men and women of principle. Did our inspector leave because he has principle and your party doesn't? Our inspector, actually, if you look at his voting record, votes probably with the Republican Party 90% of the time. The last vote he cast that infuriated people in Pennsylvania was the vote on the stimulus package. Yeah. And that brought him down. A lot of times you got to look within yourself, and the switch of the party had nothing to do with running him out of the party or coming against him. He had all kinds of support from people within the party. It had everything to do that he was convinced that he could not sustain an election in his primary, and he wants to remain a senator. So he switched parties to give him the best chance of winning.
I've been paying attention to this fellow's voting record since I was a kid. He does tend to vote more Republican up in the 80s right before an election. That's true. And off seasons, he tends to be more in the middle.
It is obviously important to all of us that homosexual marriage does not become the law of the land. Let me tell you that for every logical argument we can bring to show that it's a very bad idea, the other side, spreading the stain of secular socialism, will bring 3 better arguments that it's a very good idea, and then it's simply our argument against theirs.
It turns out that you have to go into rehab if you use the word faggot. So